All right, so an example of usability and how usability doesn't work. And that Norman Noor video was really interesting. And so that goes back to Steve Krug's first law of usability in his book, Don't Make Me Think. The web page should be obvious and self-explanatory. So how would you do that? We know that blue type is a hyperlink, and we know that purple type is a hyperlink that we've already visited. And so in this example of Google, they're going with straight usability. And we know that these things are interactive. It's important that you don't make something look interactive that's not, because it becomes confusing. So avoid using the same color in both interactive and non-interactive elements. Color is one of the ways that UI elements indicates it's interactive. If interactivity and non-interactive elements have the same color, it's harder for the user to know where to tap. So once you choose a color that is interactive in your app, then that color is only used for interactivity. The next thing in mobile design is consistency. Similarity is the most important Gestalt principle when it comes to crafting a precise message. Are all my links the same color and style? Is all my similar content the same size, color, and weight? Do I follow standard conventions that all my users are familiar with? These things are really important so that as they go from one screen to the next, they will understand that it works the same way no matter where we are. Also, giving feedback acknowledges people's actions, showing them the results and updates them on the progress of their task. So what are ways to show feedback? Does it vibrate? Does the button highlight when you touch it? And speaking of touching, we need to design a little bit clunkier to be designing for fingers and thumbs, not cursors. Cursors are a lot smaller than fingers and thumbs. When dealing with fingers, the touch area is around 57 pixels. When dealing with thumbs, the touch area is about 72 pixels. And the index finger and thumb fit snugly inside these areas, but the edges show beyond the finger to show visual feedback. Fingers and thumb pads are used instead of fingertips, so no one touches things with their fingertips. They actually put it right on the pad of their finger or thumb. The thumb zone mapping for left and right users. The combined zone shows the best possible placement areas for most users. So as you're designing, you want to make things accessible to them in the bottom 3/4 of the design. The top quarter of the design, they are stretching and making it harder for them to click on those areas. So if we overlay this on top of a design, notice that the Airbnb mobile app is using that natural zone for the main body of their design, and the stretch is the search or the navigation. Same with the Facebook mobile app, Etsy's checkout. And data collected from tests show that users usually swipe somewhere from the device from the edges towards the middle, diagonally downward. All users generally swipe in a natural area of the thumb. So the circle represents the tap and the arrows represent the swipes. And so keep this in mind. Google support swipes gestures in the right places with the right amount of space. Keep the swipe gestures out of hard to reach areas. Provide enough tapping space that allows swipes to start anywhere in each email block element. So some things that you have to consider when designing for mobile.